Imagine if cryptocurrency crashed, and not just a dip in value. Let's say it went completely to zero. What would happen to the world's economy? Would the world just move on? Or would it lead to an economic crisis? Welcome back to Lushplex, and here's what would happen if cryptocurrency crashes. Cryptocurrency is a virtual currency that uses an online ledger with strong cryptography, making it nearly impossible to counterfeit or double spend. Cryptocurrencies do not exist in physical form and use decentralized control, which means that they aren't controlled by one person or government. Bitcoin, first released as open source software in 2009, is often called the first decentralized cryptocurrency. Just 1 year ago, there were about 6,000 cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap. Today, there are 11,349. The total cryptocurrency market capitalization has exploded from $360 billion to $2.1 trillion, which is equivalent to the nominal GDP of Italy. Out of all the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, the most established one, seems to be on a roller coaster ride. In December 2020, its price hit $20,000 per coin for the first time. By April 2021, it had reached a record high value of $63,375. Later in June 2021, its value fell under $30,000, and recently in August it had reached up to $40,000. Bitcoin is still high risk, and there's really not much to debate. Even its biggest bulls will tell you it can drop 20 to 30% at any moment. But what if Bitcoin's value went completely to zero? It almost happened in the 2018 cryptocurrency crash, when Bitcoin fell over 80% during a year-long decline that started in December 2017. The rise in prices of most cryptocurrencies was mostly the result of a domino effect from Bitcoin's surge. Bitcoin's crash resulted in a drop in their prices as well. But at that 2017 peak, all the cryptocurrencies out there were valued at about $580 billion. The amount of wealth that could evaporate today is much higher. If Bitcoin crashes, so will the rest of the crypto market. A collapse could be triggered by either ups and downs originating within the system, say through a technical failure, or a serious hack of a big cryptocurrency exchange. Or they could come from outside, a restriction by regulators, for instance. A crash would puncture the crypto economy. Bitcoin miners would have less incentive to carry on, bringing the verification and supply of Bitcoin to a halt. Investors would probably also dump other cryptocurrencies. The result would be the destruction of a substantial amount of wealth. Long-term holders would suffer small losses relative to the price they paid, but cede huge unrealized gains. The biggest loss would fall on those who bought less than a year ago at an average price of $37,000. The total impact would go beyond the market capitalization of digital assets. A crash would also wipe out crypto firms. Others that have capitalized the crypto boom, such as Nvidia and AMD, microchip makers, would also take a hit. All in all, perhaps $2 trillion might be lost from the first shockwave. But would a cryptocalypse impact the world's economy? Sort of. Losing wealth can lead people to spend less since the futures they thought were paid for no longer exist, and that can dent the economy. But with all cryptocurrencies in the world valued at $2.1 trillion, such wealth effects might be muted in a crash. And as most people don't own them, and they aren't integrated into financial markets, crypto is still isolated from the economy. For global market chaos to arise, you would need a lot of things to go wrong, including the price of Bitcoin to fall all the way down to zero. And crypto is only beginning to become more entangled with conventional finance. Tesla bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin in February, and will accept Bitcoin payments when more than 50% of its energy usage comes from renewable sources. Morgan Stanley became the first big U.S. bank to offer wealthier clients access to Bitcoin funds. Goldman Sachs plans to launch a crypto exchange-traded fund. El Salvador became the world's first country to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. As the crypto bubble grows, so too will its potential to cause wider market disruption. Cryptocurrencies don't amount to much of a risk for the economy now. That doesn't mean they might not later. What do you think about the future of crypto? Will they replace government-issued currencies one day? Or will they just crash and burn, and the question is not if, but when? Let's discuss in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and for more videos like this, subscribe to Lushplex.